Welcome back to another episode of More to the Story.
I'm Barrymore.
I'm to hear more.
And we are back with Randy Lamar Southall.
Here's the thing, man.
Again.
I wish that y'all really could meet Randy.
Yes.
Like, as y'all watching this or listening to this, I
Too
really
bad. More for us.
Because this motherfucker is just, we kick it.
Yo.
Like, what y'all getting is not even like a fraction, realistically, of who this man
close.
is. We kick it, dog. We shut shit down, club and closing. Sun's coming up. We're like, all right, what's next?
Oh, God.
Yes. So, yay.
Hey.
Did y'all, what y'all get for Black Friday? I used to go out Black Friday shopping and be all excited, and I haven't been. Do you do that?
Absolutely not, because I'm allergic to Black Friday.
Allergic.
I want to spend my money on something else. On other
Drugs.
things.
You don't want to
On Kool-Aid.
Drugs and
I'm spending
and
it on
vacations.
Kool-Aid. I'm spending on vacations and Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I want some drugs.
So I didn't even write. So
Electronics,
here's like
fighting over
drinks and
TVs.
drugs. Drugs and
Drugs and drinks.
So I didn't share in the last week's episode that like we bonded and just the group we went to Jamaica with in January just gelled with Randy so well that we told him that we were going back, maybe 2-3 weeks before. Yeah. And he literally booked a trip to meet us out there
on our second time.
For our second time. So it was like the gang was back together again. It's like, yes, let's go fuck some shit up.
Boys are back in town.
Yeah.
No, wait. Are you ordained? Can you marry people?
Yes.
Oh shit! We were planning on going back to renew our vows.
I had already gave somebody that job. But please come.
Yes. On both intentions.
I told you who, Chris. Yeah.
Okay,
that's what's up.
So as long as she can actually make it, then
and
that's the plan.
If something happens and she can't, so I'm here.
We got two, bitch. I want to get married.
Double down.
I want to get married in the jacuzzi anyway. Let's just make it a group thing. We doing it in a group.
Oh my God! You know that can't happen. I can make it. I can arrange that now. I can't arrange that. I can arrange that.
Everybody won't be no pictures though.
No pictures.
No pictures in that bitch. That much I can tell you now. And I am telling you.
What you telling us? What you telling us?
Won't be no pictures of that shit.
I was like, so we bringing the song back? Oh, okay.
That you've ever had.
Sing, boy.
No.
All right.
I ain't gotta wear no pants.
All right, Kool-Aid time. It's Kool-Aid.
Wow. Sound like he done had too much Kool-Aid.
Cheers to his. To the Kool-Aid. Bless God.
To the Kool-Aid. Okay. So, Randy, this is a different one. So, do you have 3 other things you're grateful for?
I am grateful, and let me think. I'm grateful for the air that I breathe.
Hold on for a second. Because on the first episode, I felt like we did all the grounded stuff. Can we get a little more ratchet on this episode?
Ratchet?
Just a little more. You can give us some ratchet shit that you're thankful for. No. I still want him to answer that. I just want give me some ratchet shit that you.
So really, realistically, I'm very, very thankful for accepting me for who I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm accepting me for embracing the totality of my spirituality, and I'm not a dualistic person. I am a whole being, whole, complete, and lacking nothing. I am so grateful for that.
Okay. That's one. Give me 2 more. Ratchet ass. Ratchet ass.
Oh man. I'm thankful that I can explore sex in so many different ways and without guilt. And I'm thirdly grateful for I can explore sex with many people and not feel guilty.
Let's get that ratchet shit going, man.
Without guilt or inhibitions or fear or trauma.
Yeah.
You know, I'm grateful for being relieved of my trauma.
When did you know that you were? That is big.
Maybe a couple of years ago, maybe 2020. I was like, nah, you good, boy. Yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
You good.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, go deeper.
Mm.
And matter of fact,
That's what she said.
go in.
That's what she said,
and that's
too.
exactly what she said. But anyway, and that's exactly what I did.
Let me tell y'all something. When I tell you, I wish y'all really could experience Randy. Let me tell you, we were out, we be kicking the vacation. Let me tell you, these old bitches love Randy. These these old white bitches specifically love Randy. They be like, hey,
Love,
Randy,
love,
be like, hey,
love.
love. Now that's enough.
Mm.
Randy
They
ain't the top.
come running
Listen,
up. They need
I ain't
a
never seen a man
hug.
turn down more coochie than Randy. Randy be like, all right, that ain't. Because Randy's has such a big personality. He demands like attention when he walks in the room. He's one of those people everybody wants to know. And it was so amazing to see, because you don't see it a lot with guys. You see women like, nah, I'm cool. So guys be like, I'll fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I love the discernment Randy has and the surety and the confidence that he has. He's like, no, baby, I'm good. And then let a bad man come walk by Randy. Hey, baby. I see the nigga do it. I see the nigga do it.
But here's what for me, I see energy.
Yep.
Most people see a fat ass or they see, but I see all that too. But I see and I feel energy. And I don't give a damn how bad you are.
Exactly.
If my energy's not connecting with you, it's not going to happen. It ain't going down. I don't care if your husband asked me. It doesn't matter. If the energy is not there,
Pick up on that.
You trying to glaze past it. I don't care if your husband asked me to fuck you.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. I mean, no, because there's times where husbands, and they love their wife so much that they can't perform, so they ask you to come and be a part.
Yeah.
If I'm not feeling the energy, it's not happening. So my thing is, again, feeling that energy, and you feel that energy, it's on and popping.
But you know what? That says a lot about you as a person. In the sense of you are so comfortable in your skin, you don't need the validation. Because a lot of guys like if a husband asks a guy to fuck their wife, the ego, they would eat that up. Oh yeah, you need me to dick your way up. The ego, but you're so comfortable in your skin, so confident in who you are. Maybe not the most confident in the world, but confident in who you are, what you bring to the party, what you bring to the table. That you don't need these false fillers to boost you and help you get to that place.
Yeah,
I love that, man. That's fucking beautiful. That's fucking beautiful, man.
Because
I don't need that ego. Fellas, send your wives to me. Me and Farrah gonna fuck the shit out of them bitches.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And let me tell you something. You ain't gotta worry about me. It's Farrah that you gotta walk around. Farrah got big dick energy.
Oh my God.
Y'all don't even understand the type of energy Farrah walk around. It's been times I've said, hey, watch who the fuck you talking to. Cause she'll come in the house with that same energy. Like, hey, we back home now. All right? We could both toe the line. We both toe the line.
Sometimes I just gotta let it out.
Some motherfucker walk around the house looking like Yo Gotti, tattoos on her face and shit.
Sometimes I just gotta let it out.
Big chains on. She walk around the house, no shirt on, and a mink coat. Put your titties up.
Oh God.
Put your pussy on live for $1,000. Put your pussy on live for $1,000.
Oh my God. Just 1,000?
Yeah.
Just 1,000?
Hey, Boosie had the
Come
most
on
put their
now.
pussy on live for $1,000.
Come on now.
But then he didn't even give it to her.
Right.
Oh.
Nikki said, it's the high fives for me.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
So real quick to stay silly just for a little bit longer. I pulled out some more questions from the card deck. Still the extreme personal questions, because I like those, and this is the deck we've used the least. Dog, wait a minute. Pull some out of there. I'm gonna ask a question from here. What is the most inappropriate thing you have ever done at a work function?
Repeat that, por favor.
What is the most inappropriate thing you have ever done at a work function?
Oh, wow. Inappropriate thing that I've ever done at a work function probably was in the air, in the back, my fellow female flight attendants, wanted to see me strip.
You stripped on the plane.
Not all the way, but enough to give morale and value and excitement so that
Wait,
people
I
can
need
go.
some backstory. How did we get here, Randy? How did we get here?
She was talking about working out and
Uh-huh.
lifting weights, and they was like, "Well, we know you work out because I had on my shirt and this, that, and the third." They
Right.
said, "But we see you got tattoos and little piercings and things, and we would like to see." I said, "Well, here you go. Close the curtain. Boom. Reveal. Hey, tad down." And that's what happened.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
most inappropriate. And I didn't start it. I was minding my own business, doing my own work.
You
And
didn't
then all
start
of a
it, but you
sudden,
finished
I
it,
finished
didn't you? Fast.
Oh, this is a good one right here. Yes, ask this nigga that.
Oh God.
Oh,
God.
okay. This is from the After Dark, the Sexy 69 questions. Your significant other wants to role play. Which scenario would you choose for a night of fun?
Repeat one more time. Let me think about that.
Your significant other wants to role play.
Mhm.
Which scenario would you choose for a night of fun?
Okay. Wants me to role play?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna give me examples of the role play?
Nope, that's for you
Oh,
to come up with. What would you suggest if your significant other wanted to do it?
Wow, that's a good one. Let me think about that.
I
I
wanted
could be
to
a
be a wolf and make Tahir Little Red Riding Hood, but he wasn't into it.
Okay.
I was not. The fucking mask that she had was terrifying. Okay, she had a fucking like real wolf face and was like, "Yeah, I want to do that." I was like, that shit don't even want. I don't want that shit in my house, let alone the fucking bedroom.
Oh
He
my
won't
God.
even touch it. Like, I'll just leave it sitting down and it'll just stay there for days. I'm like, you won't even move it?
Oh my God. I don't know. I would have to say, being a superhero character. I know it's boring, but being a superhero character, and my role play, my character would be the person that's being rescued.
Oh, flip it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let my partner be the rescuer.
Uh-huh.
I'll
And
be the
Randy be like,
rescuee.
"Oh my God, thank you so much for rescuing me. I wish there was some way I could thank you, Lord. Don't worry about it, just part of the job." And we're like, "Well, how about some dick?" I've always felt like Superman had to get offered some ass when he was rescuing people. Oh my
Hey.
God, thank you so much, Superman.
Absolutely.
Hey.
No problem. It's just part of the job.
Yeah.
Think
See you
about
later.
people's
Citizen. Like, no.
attractions.
Yeah.
Let me come on in for some coffee. Like, I
Yeah.
don't really drink coffee. Well, how about some pussy?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm
he's
being
like, don't
rescued.
mind if I do.
Yeah.
Miss Parker.
Miss Parker. I love you, Miss Parker. Yes.
Okay. Dope. So I want to share some breathing exercises, if you wouldn't mind, for an individual in that tantric experience, and also some ways that couples can connect through breathing and like what that looks like. Help them set it up.
So what we're doing when we breathe, and even in tantric, is you're talking energy, you're talking vibrations, you're talking connection with yourself. So, like I said on the last podcast, is if you don't go within, you'll go without. So you have to start coming within, even if it's just for 5 minutes when you get up in the morning, and your feet being placed flat on the ground, and your posture is upright and straight while you're sitting on the side of your bed, and your feet are down, and you're just breathing normally. You're just sitting there and you're just getting up. You haven't even stood up for anything yet.
Come on,
And
we
you're
gonna do it.
Okay,
Talk
so put
us
your
through
feet
it.
flat
Come
on the
on.
ground.
Oh, I'm not tall enough. Wait a minute.
You got
I'll
it.
just put it on. I'm put it
And
on the
just be on
thing.
the edge. You got it.
Yeah.
You put it on the edge of your bed, and then there we go. And then for when I start, I always have my palms down on my knees. And I do a little rotation with my head, kind of release tension in my neck.
Y'all can do it too. Y'all do it at home. Y'all
Going both ways here.
Right now, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to be still just for a few minutes. Relax your shoulders and feel the blood flow. Feel the energy coming from the top of your head, through your neck, all the way down your shoulders, through your arms, all the way down your digestive system, your chest, your stomach area, your legs, your butt, your legs, all the way down to your knees, your calves, all the way down to your feet. And feel your toes touching the ground and wiggling on the ground. If we were on the beach, I could actually see and feel the sand between my toes. And knowing that everything that I'm going to release is going to be released to the ground, to the earth, because the great mystery, God, whatever you choose to call it, can handle it. And you're going to release everything. So now when you hear me say, take a deep breath in, you'll take a deep breath in. And when you hear me say, release, you're going to say under your breath and to yourself that I am gracious. So when you hear me say, take a deep breath, and when you hear me say, release, as you're releasing, you're saying within yourself, I am gracious. We'll do a series of those breathing techniques for 3 series. And then you'll hear me say the word center, because your mind never clears. We call it in meditation the monkey mind. But you bring it back. And in the mantra of the center, you're going to say, I am ready. I am ready for whatever that may mean. I am ready. So fix your eyes right now, and you can close your eyes if you choose, or you can just softly focus on one particular item and take a deep breath in. And release. Take a deep breath in. And release. For the last time, take a deep breath in. And release. Center. Remember, you are more than enough. You are ready. You are able to conquer anything that comes your way. Now turn the palms up and receive love, light, healing, energy, confidence, creativity. And you can speak those things into the atmosphere for you, for your family, for your loved one, for your partner. Take a deep breath in and release. Take a deep breath in. And release. For the last time, take a deep breath in. Now sigh, release. Center. Now, if you're with your partner, you can actually take your hand with your partner's hand and don't touch, but just put it all so close as if you were almost touching, but that you feel their energy, you feel their vibration, and you want to touch, but don't touch because you'll begin to feel that energy.
Remember he had us do that?
Yeah. Fuck. Now you're going to have her want to get up early to do this shit.
Yeah,
not
so
with
feel,
that energy, I'm
feel-
not. That's right. Randy, come over in the morning.
Come on in the room. If you feel the energy, and I'm going to simulate what would be happening is if our hands were down by each other. So I'm simulating that touch. I'm not really touching her at all. And my eyes are fixed on her. She's affixed on me. And we're taking a deep breath in. And release. And all you're doing is you're capturing and sending and transferring great energy, healing energy, whole energy, sexual energy, all of that to and from your partner, to and from each other. That healing, that thing that gives you adaptability, that gives you life, that gives you creativity. Take a deep breath in. And release. One more time, take a deep breath in. Now release. And for the last time, take a deep breath in. And release. And this time, because you're with your partner, when you hear me say center, you're giving your partner the permission to be more than enough. Center. And breathe normally. Breathe normally. For the last time, take one more deep breath in. And release. Take a deep breath in and release. Now, Farron, turn your hands up and face me. I'm going to turn my hands up and face you. For the last time, take a deep breath in and release. Now center. And you're giving your partner permission to receive that they are more than enough. Now slowly open your eyes. Breathe normally. Bring your fingers down. Be patient with yourself. Be easy with yourself. And breathe normally. And that's just the same.
See, you guys? That was lovely. See, you missed out.
And I love doing that with couples.
Look at his face. I finally got him to go on a meditative walk this morning. Baby steps.
Nice.
Baby steps.
You know what it is?
Okay, we're almost there.
For some people, I feel like that this comes easy. I'm one of those people that I love to work. You know what I mean? So like, and I know this isn't just dealing with work. I want to preface that with saying I know that meditation isn't just good for work; it's good for life all over. But typically, a lot of my stress comes from work. But I love what I do. Like I love entertaining. I love bringing smiles to people. I love slowing down and making people slow down and be very present, even if I don't do it myself. But I do recognize that I am running myself ragged. Like I can feel my bad days. Like it's not just like me waking up and feeling, very lethargic and it just unenergized. It's like I can feel it energy wise. Like I don't have it to give to people. And now I'm at a place where I can at least say, today is not the day for me. I don't have anything to post. I don't have anything to be jovial about. I just need to recoup on my energy. I need to be secluded. I need to isolate and recenter. And when I recenter, typically in the past, music would do that for me. I'm so in tune with art that like I can go to a museum and be fine for like all day long if it's something that interests me. Like the Louvre, I told you guys when I went to the Louvre, it's just old white naked people, and I just didn't really feel connected and grounded to that. But if I go to the National History Museum or the Black Art Museum or something like that, man, I those placards and taking the guided tour, I can do that. But like even with the walk, on the walk, I was making videos. I made 2 videos and I'm thinking of stuff like that. But because I'm thinking like when you said that. When you center the mind or you center yourself, you're not clearing the mind because the mind is always working. It's monkey mind. Yeah. I'm thinking meditation is you have to clear your mind and all your tabs closed. And I'm like, how the fuck do y'all do that?
No.
Because my tabs ain't never closed. The only thing that really helps that is drugs. Like when I do Molly or shrooms, I'm very present. But other than that, I've struggled like being very present. I've struggled like focusing on one thing, like it's always 1,000 things that I'm thinking about and worried about or doing.
I like to think of it like basically that's why they call it a practice. You're not going to be good at it right away. It's something you have to keep doing. So the walk earlier, it was like even if you just take a few minutes of that walk and focus on not quieting your mind, but narrowing your thoughts and getting rid of dismissing the thoughts that don't serve you. Because right now with what you're going through, you having a lot of thoughts in your head that are not serving you. Yeah. And so it's actively pushing those aside and focusing on what does serve you as much as you can. So you have to consciously, especially first starting out, I have to consciously remind myself, nope, here. And then I get distracted again and it's like, nope, back here. I have to do it over. And now it's easier for me to just be like, this is what my focus is on. And that's what helped me. Any tips?
My tips would be to be patient with yourself and give yourself permission to be frustrated when you first start. Give yourself permission to release that frustration and then give yourself permission to grow. And you have to intentionally, with intention and attention, focus on change.
Now, can I ask you, how would you say that to a hood nigga?
Same way.
Because I mean, like, even just starting off, like, and not saying it's me, But like for somebody that might come across this, or somebody that's watching it, be like, "Yo, I saw this thing. I think it could help you."
Mhm.
Like they might not resonate. That might not resonate with them.
Yeah.
So, could you put it in maybe lamest terms, or even like just something that like somebody that is completely unfamiliar with this,
Mhm.
never heard of this, always thought this shit was flim flam bullshit all that time. How would you say it to them?
I would ask
I
them.
want to see the Jersey come out of you right now.
Well, no. So this is me. I'm me. Even in Jersey, New York, I don't. I'm not. I am that guy.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the same consistent person that you see right here, as you see on the island, as you see in the church, as you
have
see
proved
in
that,
I'm gonna be the
yes.
same nigga.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be the same guy. Seriously. And if you ask me, and I deal with street, I've done street ministry since I was in my early 20s. So I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, are you ready? And where are you on your own journey?
Yeah.
You can't force someone to take their journey.
Yeah.
And you have to walk and I'll companion with you
Mhm.
as a journey partner if you're ready to go
To
on
take
that
that step.
particular route of your journey. But some people haven't arrived there, and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
And they have to be good with that. But give yourself permission to be frustrated,
Mhm.
and then give yourself permission to want to change, and then give yourself permission to change.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's dope.
Yeah. So was that hood?
And no matter where you're from, if you're from the hood or if you're from Beverly Hills, it doesn't matter. If you're ready to take the journey and you want to learn something new and you want to go deeper,
Mhm.
if you want to go within so that you don't have to go without, then follow me. And let's explore that journey and put you on a more prospering journey for your own evolution. If you're not ready to make that journey, I can't force you.
Yeah.
And I will never force anyone. My motto is do no harm. Do no harm. I don't do any
Okay,
harm
Doc.
to relationships. Do no harm to couples. Do no harms to anybody. If they're ready for the journey, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Period.
So I love that. Did you have any other questions?
No, that was it.
Okay. So I know that and have had the pleasure of experiencing the massage. Even for that, is there a tool or something you can share to get someone started with that, the physical touch part of the tantric experience?
It's just practice, practice. And like I said, when you're ready to go on that, I would love to teach and walk any person, any persons, any groups or whatever. We can arrange that. And since this is home now, hey,
Right.
so we can do that. But I love to see growth. I love to see other people growing within their own sexuality and spirituality and sensuality. And being able to adapt and go within, because everything makes the sex better. Everything makes the touch better. Everything makes that companionship and that partnership much better. It makes that road much deeper. It's beautiful when you can breathe, even during sex. When you take those deep breaths. You everything within you is breathing. Your whole body, your organs, everything is breathing. And that connectivity to spirit energy, sexual energy, it's all coming in, and you're sharing that with your partner. Everything's and it's more effective and more fulfilling if we all learn how to deep breathe.
I will say this, fellas, that if there are any fellas that are watching that have had problems with prolonging your ejaculation, breathing helps like a motherfucker.
Deep breathing.
And this is even before I met Randy. That is how I did it. I used to control my breathing with chewing gum. I would chew gum, or I would fuck to the rhythm of a beat, or whatever it may be. But breathing was always a part of it. Like, you can control your breathing, you can control a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And as a big guy, I had to control that goddamn breathing.
Yeah.
So before I knew what I was doing, I was big on the breathing.
That's what's up.
And I actually think that's what helped me, because I started masturbating so young and it was wrong. I had trained myself on how to be quiet. So all that heavy breathing and moans and all of that, you can't do that when you're trying to sneak around. So it was when I got older and we started having issues, it was one of the things was because it took me so long to reach orgasm. And it was because I had been so trained to be quiet. And so I didn't do that. And now I realized, like, oh, it's the breath work and the really being in tune with my body, that now it's like, catch me on a good day and I could breathe myself to an orgasm. Like I've experienced since then a wet dream as a woman. I had heard of it. I had never experienced
Really?
it.
You had never experienced a wet dream?
Yes, I had
I done
woke
woke
up
up-
like, whew.
I done woke up with my thighs sticky a couple times. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, I had never experienced it until I got more in touch with that. So I started practicing that more. So, yes, thank you
You're welcome.
for that.
And I hope they enjoyed it, and I hope you guys, learned
Please,
something.
because I know
Connect.
y'all know we ain't a relationship podcast, but we do like to share the things that we learn, any tools, resources that come to us, especially with our start. Like he said, we from the hood. So with our start, it's just certain things that aren't readily available to our people. And so everything we learn, we be like, let's share it. So so dope. Thank you.
Thank you.
So much. Did you have any other questions?
Not pertaining to that. No.
Okay.
We can keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So ooh.
Yeah.
And just
Let me just also say real quick, not pertaining to that, but to the people that are watching. Right now we got 16. I believe wholeheartedly that those numbers are going to grow tremendously. I also believe that the information that you guys are receiving, you have friends, you have cousins, you have classmates, workmates, whoever that could benefit for this. Don't be stingy with this information. Y'all fuck with me because y'all fuck with me and all of the things that I do and the things that we do and all of that type of stuff. But share this information. I'm working with Patreon right now to really take this to the next level. But it really works when you guys share it. You know what I mean? Like when you guys tell people about this. And I know you might think, oh, nobody want to hear, or they might not be interested, but everybody goes through problems in their relationship. Even if they're not in a relationship, they're just dating. If you're in the break room, you hear somebody talking about whatever, you're like, oh, they talked about this on this one podcast. Introduce them to it. That doesn't take anything from you. It only helps us. It only helps you, because the more supporters and the bigger our tribe is, the more that we can do, the bigger guests that we can get. For the people, when we did the live last week and it was like 2.5 hours, we heard you. We took what your suggestions from that. She's doing something with Goody in December. So I want you to know that we take what you guys say very seriously as well.
Yes,
and we
yes,
seek those answers out, and we seek those guests out, because we care about the community that we are trying to build. This isn't just about the views for us. This isn't just about the money for us. This is about, man,
if we're having these problems or issues, we have these questions, we are coming across and enlightened by this information, then we know we're not alone in
absolutely.
that. You know, like I've been saying since day one of this podcast, you're never alone in your story. So somebody else will benefit from your testimony, from knowing your struggle with your experience or how you overcame your struggle.
Yeah, don't be
So
ashamed.
all of it.
And
all of it.
Let's be honest about this shit. A lot of times we can't go to our elders about this type of stuff. Like our elders told us about the birds and bees, but it kind of stopped right after that. They don't really tell you about how to make it through shit until shit gets really bad, until somebody's cheating on you or beating on you or some shit like that. Before it gets there, okay, we're trying to help you notify those red flags and address those, or notify or identify those things that you're having trouble with, and deal with them as they come, so they're not harboring and festering and shit gets to a point where it's out of control. We want to be able to help people from our mistakes and from our learning experiences and from our growth, and create a community that is so positive and so full of love and energy, and positive energy rather, and just continue to perpetuate that. And let's break down the stereotypes. Let's break down the negativity, and really just flourish from love and great energy. So please, please, please share this shit with people. Let people know that you're learning and you're growing, and share what you're learning. Even if it ain't our podcast, share what you're learning from.
Yeah.
Like, knowledge is not something that should be coveted and kept to themselves. We only grow from knowledge. So please share your knowledge.
And don't be afraid of things being right or wrong. It's not about being right or wrong or good or bad. It's about the experience and journeying. It's about your journey. Be authentic to your journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. What else you got, man?
So actually, as far as the breathing, like, he answered all my questions, and thank you for that lovely example. I actually want to turn it to Randy. Is there something else that you would like to share? Something else you want to button it up with?
Not really, other than what I've already shared. It's
Okay.
like don't be afraid to go and really find out what that is that brings you that spark, that brings you that joy, that brings you that fulfillment. And also, when your partner explains that to you or expresses that to you, celebrate with them. Celebrate, and don't be intimidated by them. Don't be intimidated if they're turned on by other people or turned on by the way this person looks. Share that moment, and both of you all can really gain from those moments and those growths. I think it's beautiful when you can experience life and experience so much joy and love and happiness, and even in those down and dark times, you still have that energy to love each other and explore each other. And it's not about good or bad, right or wrong. It's just about exploring energy, going deeper, and getting better.
Yes.
Now,
And
with Tantric, I know a lot of people, because I know the stuff that I've seen, we automatically associate that with sexuality and something being sexual. I'm gonna just ask for the hood niggas, because I speak nigga fluently. Does Tantric automatically mean naked?
No,
no.
it's energy.
Mm-hmm.
Energy
I
goes
was just-
beyond physical. It goes beyond body. It goes beyond sex. It goes beyond all of that. You're dealing with energy, but you'll be surprised at the amount of people that don't realize how beautifully spirited they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Yeah.
Have no idea. And it's all about growth and journeying and being patient as people become aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually, it's funny you said that, because I was like, oh, we should probably share this actual definition of what
Tantric is.
yeah. Tantra is. And it says, although it's often synonymous, and I'm on Healthline, but often synonymous with sex, Tantra is really about connection, whether that's with yourself or between you and a partner. It's derived from ancient Sanskrit, means web or to weave energy. So it's about, like you said, energy, connection, and such. So that's what it is.
Okay.
So picking up on folks' energy, sometimes if it's just not right, or if you're like, why am I so drawn to so-and-so? Something about their energy.
Yeah.
It's pulling you.
Yeah.
It's pulling you or pushing you.
And you felt that before. Like, I know,
Yeah.
I like even people that I might not have been sexually attracted to or wasn't attracted to at all in that sense, in the normal sense. But their energy was just like, man, I fuck with this person, bro. Like, you know those people. Like, you could have had a tantric experience and you didn't even know it because you didn't know the definition of it. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I don't know if Tiffany's still in here, but like, we were immediately attracted to Tiffany and her husband's energy. Like, they were just like, especially at the time that we met them through a period of grief and grieving, and they were just a positive light and a beacon of light during that time. And so we've been very protective of our friendship with them and reaching out, because they are in a different city, in a different state, that we've been very diligent about reaching out. And I feel like we've been a lot more diligent with our close friends, just keeping that relationship nurtured and letting people know we love them and we miss them, we're thinking about them, and also with each other. Like, you know, me and Farron used to never talk on the weekends. When I was gone for the weekend for a gig, we wouldn't talk till I got back on Monday. And that was just part of me just being tuned into like the set and all that type of stuff and work, but also just taking that personal time for myself and just doing what I felt like I needed to do at that time, whether it be sleep or binge watch or something like that, because that's the only way I allowed myself to like binge watch something when I'm on the road, because I feel like I'm not at home, I can in the studio, I can't film, so I allow myself that grace. But Now we talk on the weekends all the time.
Yeah.
Our
You
communication
about to say, you
has.
call me pretty much before every show, or if I don't hear from you, I'm texting you, you know, some positive vibes or something before you hit the stage. Like we talk a lot.
Or texting me in between shows, how the first show go, all that type of stuff. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to, you know, share all the wins and losses. And I try to do that on my Instagram. Like, I don't just share the wins. I try to share the losses too. So y'all know,
How
like,
is she
this
gonna
shit.
grow?
Yeah,
Right.
like, bro, like, it's so many lessons in the losses.
The shit in life is what gives the flowers meaning, the color. And the more shit or minutia we experience in life is never meant to destroy us. And it's not just for us. It's for our children and the generation after us. The words that we speak, those words are what's going to last and it's going to linger far past us living on this earth. So the things that we share with each other, good, bad, struggles, whatever, share that shit. It's good.
And that's just to share, piggyback off of that. The reason I encourage you guys to share this podcast and other podcasts where you get any type of growth or learning or knowledge from is because the world is changing so fast and so much. I mean, just think about when you used to go to your auntie's house, your grandma's house, everybody had photo albums, right? Now we run to our phone to share a photo or show somebody a photo, but we don't really print it out. You're not printing those photos out. You're not capturing those memories. And so our lineage, our history is quickly decreasing and we're not sharing that information. I am dedicated to linking up with Josh and taking him back to St. Louis and interviewing all of my elders that I have so I can capture that information, put it into something, put it out, because if it's on the internet, for the most part, it lives forever. Put it out on the internet just so my cousins and the grandkids for my cousins and all of that have something to refer to, but also so it's not lost in history. A lot of times these slave movies come out and all this type of stuff, and it's like, oh man, I don't feel like watching another slave movie or hearing another thing or something we already know about. But you got to understand, the moment we stop talking about it is the moment that America will try to erase it. We've already seen it with McGraw-Hill and other textbook companies trying to say that slavery wasn't a thing and they weren't slaves, they were indentured servants. No. An indentured servant could leave. An indentured servant means they made little to no money. They were slaves. And the moment that we stop sharing our stories, our struggles, our experiences, and our knowledge is the moment that it will be erased. Yeah. It's the moment that you have a grandmother who's 34 and don't know how to cook mac and cheese because the shit wasn't passed down. And the more that we embrace technology, the more that we leave common communication and sitting around a table and just talking about these stories of past time and yesteryear, and our history is lost, guys. So it's very important that we share as much as we can, and we learn as much as we can, and we embrace those that are teaching us, and we embrace them by sharing their story and keeping it going, because otherwise this shit will get lost. I promise you it will get lost.
So in tradition, if I can piggyback off of that, in the tradition, and even when I was in seminary, we learned that even as African people from Africa, the way that those stories or those histories, if you even look at the series Roots, it was oral tradition that passed those things down. When people did not know how to read and write, how did they keep their family heritage and their hope and faith alive? They told the story. They gathered around. They sat around and they talked with each other. They discussed. They told the story. And then each generation would spread the story. Each generation would share that particular one with the next generation. So it's oral tradition. And a lot of times we go to places and we want to snap and take camera pictures, and you miss the moment because you're trying to capture the moment. Why not just live the moment and experience it? The best camera in the world is in your brain.
And to this day, they still say the best form of advertisement is word of mouth. Because most people, when they telling somebody else something, they're going to embellish it a little bit. They're going to pump it up a little more, especially if it resonated with them. You talk about food, you talk about restaurants, you talk about movies, all that type of stuff. You're going to pump it up because you're invested in it. Be invested in your history, be invested in your lineage, be invested in this knowledge, be invested in your successes and how you made something work in your relationship, your family, being a parent, being a husband or being a spouse or whatever it is. Be invested in that. Be proud of how you made it through your dark times. Like, I'm not excited that I was a man that wasn't performing sexually with my wife, But I'm excited that we made it through that and we're in a much better place.
That's
And
great.
we're able to share how we got over that hump. And that's a large fucking hump. And if sharing this can help somebody, then that helps erase the embarrassment and the shame that could be associated with it, because I know I went through it for a reason. It wasn't just to grow and for me to be a better person. It was also for me to give that testimony to help somebody that might be going through something similar, and they don't have the network, and they don't have the friends, and they don't have the bandwidth to gain all that information, or the partner that encourages them to take the risk and try new things. So if they can hear it from this podcast or something else, and I can help with that, then that's what the fuck we gonna do.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that I can do, please, like, don't hesitate.
Yeah.
There's not a question that I will not answer, honestly, with anybody and for anyone, because I remember that it's not just about me. It's about someone else, and that will go far beyond and outlive my physical presence. So I'm willing to share whatever I can to help encourage the next generation or the next couple or the next people. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bi, tri, quadra, triple, whatever you are. You're loved and you are more than
Trisexual.
enough, and you are the best thing since sliced bread. So remember that.
Take me to church. I'm gonna I don't know that. After take me, I don't even know if he says to church.
He does,
Okay.
yes.
After that, I'm lost. Y'all just gonna get harmony from your boy. Harmony and melody. But man, listen, we're about to get up out of here, man.
Yes.
It's been another amazing episode of More to the
Yes,
Story.
yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the More Mile. You know, we love and appreciate you guys
And no
endlessly.
telling. I like Randy here, so maybe he'll be my
Hey, and
be my
thank y'all for
stand-in
having
a
me.
couple times
Hey.
if Tahir is not available.
Hey, if
He
it's
out
all right,
there.
I'm gonna be right.
Hey
here.
man, we here. So listen, as always, guys, I'm Tahir Moore.
This has been another episode of More to the Story. Thanks for joining us. I'm Farron Moore.
And I'm Tahir Moore. We'll see you next time, guys.
See you next week.